From the broader markets, Madhu, sub-themes that you've identified that could possibly, come out on front, really surprise the market, where you really see value and an opportunity, for some of the retail investors particularly who are looking for potential to really make multifold returns on smaller investments. Where do you see that opportunity in the market?
So I see that, as I said, I see that in an economic uptrend and economy-linked stocks. We spoke about public sector banks. I've been very vocal and very positive on this entire theme of real estate sector. Whether you want to play real estate as a sector or you want to play the ancillary of real estate sector, that's another theme. The one more thing which we have liked and we continue to like is this China plus one. Because you see what is happening in China. The latest in course is the power crisis, which has emerged from nowhere in last 10-15 days, right? Also, the situation like Evergrande, and the government intention clearly spelled out that they really are actually in a way dissuading foreign investors to invest money in large technology companies. So all this really argues well. If you are a corporation which is looking for sourcing sourcing goods, I don't think you can any longer rely only on one supply from China. And in that situation, country like India will be a very big beneficiary. Again, I will couple this with Prime Minister mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat, which is basically what the government has been talking. And the government actually has walked the talk. The amount of PLI incentives which are being given to so many sectors, that is totaling to around 2 lakh crores to be given as a PLI incentive over the next 4 or 5 years. All this argues really, really well for some of the manufacturing sector, specifically which are competing with China.
Right. So, Madhu, which are the specific areas in this China plus one theme that you would be betting on? Because, you could play it differently. Some are thinking of companies like Dixon, which are into outsourced manufacturing. Some are playing it through the specialty chemicals route. What's your preferred way of playing this theme?
So I like, Udayan, as I said, I like companies which are basically some companies which are there in textiles for a moment, for instance. Some of the companies which you also mentioned. Actually, pharma broadly, pharma and specialty chemicals, they broadly fall in that era. Also, Udayan, if you look at the metal companies, wherein China, for instance, were exporting 60 to 80 million tons of steel every year. It is our belief that incrementally that exports will be very negligible. And that in turn will benefit the Indian companies which are exporting, which is why you see that the prices of steel, for instance, have been very high in developed markets. They have been relatively lower in China and relatively lower in India. And so that is why, in my career, when did I see steel companies exporting 40% of their production as exports when it comes to steel? So companies like this nature will benefit, and also because our local prices are lower of steel compared to global prices. So the companies which are actually consuming steel, let's say forging companies or auto ancillary companies, even they will stand to benefit. So Udayan, this is like a buffet out there. You have to do real bottom-up work on a lot of these companies and really understand these companies, because one case is not like isolation. I can say that because it is China plus, you buy it. Ultimately, a company is not only made out of China plus. So if you do your bottom-up work, I think there are tremendous opportunities which are there in this theme.